SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Colts walk away with a 6-point victory. Al Harris stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In the home of country music, Tennessee, we had the Titans get squeezed out by 4 points. Darrell Russell had a ton of sacks and helped his Packers beat the Vikings. Over in Raljean, Maryland, we had the Redskins get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Bears defense held their opponents to under 50 rushing yards in their win at Chicago. The Broncos won on the road and will have to travel again next week when they meet the Chiefs. In the land of the crab cakes, Baltimore, we had the Ravens come away with a decisive 10-point win. Price had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Edgerrin James ate up over 100 yards on the ground and helped his Dolphins beat the Bills. Over in Oakland, we had the Raiders edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. The Chiefs' defense held their opponents to under 100 passing yards in their win at Paul Brown Stadium. The Cardinals won big at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Saints. Over in Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we had the Browns get squeezed out by 4 points. Starvin' Marvin Harrison had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. And last but not least, we had the Falcons come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL, and heck, we've just gotten to week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.